Hello everybody and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. This is it. It's time. It's finally here. Past this final note door is when we will hopefully meet with Gruntilda. We've done all of her levels. We've gone through 9 of them, collected everything there is to collect, and hopefully there's nothing standing in the way to saving our sister. So do your dance of life, Banjo, and let's get this party rocking and rolling. I've had a lot of really bad luck recording this game lately, but I'm pretty excited to finish it up because the game ending is pretty interesting. So as you can see, you have this little panel with Tootie's face on it. Step on it and you will come to this interesting area. Are we fighting you, Grunty? Welcome all! Grunty's the name. Banjo's here to play my game. My lair is done, and here he stands, through all my tricks and traps and lands. This final test will see me win. When Banjo fails, then I'll be thin. The prizes on this stand bring joy, from Tootie down to cuddly toy. My little quiz will make you sweat, and Tootie you shall never get. 'Cause somewhere soon along the way, your lack of skill will make my day. 'Cause in the fiery pit you'll go, and I will win the prize on show. So step on over to the square, press A to try it, if you dare. Ugh. That voice makes my throat hurt. Anyways, there's a ding pot for us. So this is actually a game type of show. So all you have to do is go through the board, answer questions, and get to Grunty, essentially. So there's a bunch of different questions. There's Banjo and Kazooie type questions, which are basically game questions mostly. The I are visual questions, so seeing things throughout the game. Musical notes are musical questions, so basically giving you game music, and Grunty squares are questions that are about Grunty. So you have to go to each square and press A. A little answer's all I seek about this game, you furry geek. Yeah, okay. Freezeezy Peak is full of snow, but which of these isn't on show? That would be a slippery seal. So as long as you've been paying attention to things in the game, then you should be able to get some of these correct. Every time you get a question wrong, you're going to lose a little bit of life. So here she's telling us we have a visual challenge. So these can be difficult because sometimes they are just blurbs of things that don't even make any sense. That is Clanker's Cavern. That is underneath the water. But you can see there's not a whole lot of clue as to what it is. And you only have about 10 seconds to answer each of these questions. So you just gotta be a little bit careful when going through here. The timed challenges I would avoid because they're usually really difficult. And the questions with the skulls are questions that are instant death if you get them wrong. So, Gobi's Valley had many a trick. How many pyramids? Take your pick. I don't know how many pyramids there were. I'm gonna say 5. There must have been 4 then. And if you don't get the question right, you have to repeat, and she'll ask you a different question. One empties out, the moat it fills. That would be water. So unfortunately, if you get one question wrong, she's not going to ask you the same question, so you just got to be wary of that. Alright, musical question. Listen up now, then make your choice. Which character has this dumb voice? Okay. I think that would be Tank Top because I'm gonna say Tank Top. Yeah. And then sometimes it eliminates it pretty easily because some of the characters don't exist, so that helps. And these are Joker cards. Just one chance to get this right, win a Joker, and help it might. So these are really good because Joker cards will allow you to skip a space, so these are really useful when you want to skip instant death questions or timed challenges. So I'm going to try it out. Guess this right or you may lose. What's the only color I'd choose? Her favorite color is gruesome green. Now keep in mind that I have been recording on 2 separate files because sometimes I, messed up a recording and couldn't go back. So some of these are not going to be consistent with some of the stuff that's been in the videos, but I have gone back and I have gone through and actually written down all of the Grunty stuff just so that I get them correct. Sue me, I know it's kind of like cheating, but it is really confusing when I have 2 different files going on and, I have lots of different facts to look at. So I think either way I'm kind of screwed. The board's kind of laid out the same, but maybe I'll go this way. We'll answer a Grunty question. Here's 3 answers, one you'll pick. What's my amazing party trick? I do believe that's blowing up balloons with her butt. You're so talented, Grunty. Good for you. That's a secret. How did you know? Did my sister tell you so? Yeah, she did. Your sister's very useful. The whale's blowhole and objects sat in Clanker's cavern. What was that? That was the giant bolt. Okay, time challenge I'm going to skip by using X. I'm going to use one of my Joker cards. And then I think I'm going to go this way for another visual challenge. See the picture on my screen. Do you know where you have been? That is Gobi's Valley. That's one of the pyramids. So that one's a pretty easy one. Gobi's Valley. Well, so far so good. Only got 1 wrong so far, so... Of these items on the ground on Treasure Trove Cove was first found... I'm gonna say red feathers. Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna use my Joker card, I think, on the sudden death question, and I think I can probably handle these next couple of questions to get myself a Joker card. So let's get this one. And that is a honeycomb piece. Extra honeycomb piece. Perfect. Some sounds are really difficult, but so far these questions have been pretty forgiving. Some people have gotten some really difficult questions, and I feel really, really bad for them. Her most enjoyable sport is loogie flicking. Oh, see, Granny, I know all about you. Clanker's cavern really stinks. His massive chain, how many links? Oh, see, that's one of those questions that's really hard. I mean, how are you supposed to know that? I'm gonna say 10. It's probably 8, though. Yeah, my second guess would have been 8. Probably should have just went with my gut, but we'll see what she has this time. Playing my music is his game. What's the church ghost hand's name? That is Motsand. Usually if you get them wrong, I find that the second time around she asks you an easier question, so that's not too bad, and considering the fact that we do have a lot of honeycombs, I don't think I'm going to be too worried. Gobi's cactus conceals a prize. Tell me what, if you think you're wise. That was a extra honeycomb piece. And then you can see, for example, it says a piece of sponge cake. So right away you know your options are already limited. So that really helps too. And we're going to try for the Joker card. Look at my hair, see it flow. What's it washed with, do you know? It is washed with baked beans. Alright, so we got ourselves some more Joker cards, which is going to be fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip the sudden death question. Get this wrong for Grunty's sake, then a lava bath you will take. And you have to start the whole quiz over, which I'm not interested in doing, so... I'm going to skip that for now, and let's do another Grunty question. 'Cause of all those spells I lend, whom at school was my best friend? That was Sweaty Betty, from what I remember. Okay. I don't really know what I want to do. Now the board's starting to look a little complicated. You can see we have a bunch of death questions in a row, so either way I think I'm going to have to do one of them. But let's go this way and then loop around. I don't mind answering more questions if it's safer. In Mumbles Mountain, you don't know. What does that big gorilla throw? That would be oranges. So I really like this segment. Oh crap, why did I do that? That was so dumb of me. I just used a Joker card for no good reason. Oh, I'm such a dumb person. Anyways, yeah, I don't mind this quiz section. I've got no idea what that is. I want to say that's the pipe in Freeze Easy Peak. That's my guess. Awesome. But yeah, sometimes I do stupid things, like use my Joker cards, and it makes it a little bit difficult. But I have gotten some really hard questions before, and it's made this really, really difficult. You should remember, but we'll see. If this is heard, where would you be? That is definitely Treasure Trove Cove. I will never forget that melody. It's such a great song. Okay. Inside the pirate ship hold. Perfect. And I'm gonna see if I can get my Joker cards back, because I really need those for those sudden death questions. I really wish I was thinner. What does Grunty like for dinner? That would be slug stew. Awesome. And hopefully this Joker question isn't too hard so I can get some more cards. Get this wrong, make a mistake. Which color Jinjo is a fake? Well, that's a pretty easy one to answer. Brown. If you've been paying any attention so far in the game, you'll know that every world has the same color Jinjos. Alright, another game question. Above the sand, you see it glide. In Gobi's Valley, what's the ride? That is a magic carpet. Break into song and dance here. I am going to skip the time challenge, and we're gonna go around. Now either way I'm gonna have to do one of the death questions, but sometimes they're very easy, so we'll give it a shot. Listen carefully to this tune. Which world's it from, you furry goon? Oh, that's from my favorite level, Mad Monster Mansion. Rusty Bucket Bay, Rusty Monster Bay, or Mad Monster Mansion? Mad Monster Mansion. Mr. Vile, you jerk. And here we go with another visual. And what is it this time? That is Treasure Trove Cove. Treasure Trove Cove, no problem. And, let's do this death question, and then at least if I fail this, then I won't have gotten to the very end and failed it, because that would be the worst. So, crossing my fingers, hoping that I get a very easy question here. Okay, see the picture on my screen? Do you know where you have been? Oh, thank God that's an easy one. That is Bubble Gloop Swamp. That's one of the little turtles. Whew. The death questions, by the way, are just a random assortment of things, like different questions she can ask you. She can ask you about herself or about the game or whatever. Mumbles Mountain, you only need one Jiggy, because you only had one Jiggy at that point, so let's take another visual here. So far, these have been pretty good. That is Bubble Gloop Swamp. That's inside the turtle, where you meet with Tip Top, I do believe. So, I'm gonna skip the timed challenge, and it looks like I'm gonna have to answer another death question. I miscounted my Joker cards, but hopefully we can still make it. On Freeze Easy Peak you have been, but which of these can't be seen? Oh, another one of these questions. That would be Christmas pudding. I didn't see pudding, or anything edible for that matter, in that whole level. Okay, let's skip this death question and we'll answer the very, very last one, and hopefully we don't screw it up. Grunty's cute, she's quite a dame. What was my first boyfriend's name? Your first and only boyfriend's name was Undead Ed. Okay guys, moment of truth. The final question. In Click Clock Wood, a big oak grew. Which of these is the one that's true? The squirrel is outside in winter is false. The leaves are largest in summer. The grass is high. Oh my god, I don't know if in between these two. Leaves are largest in summer. Oh, thank God. Because the grass is longest in summertime. Oh, I got that at the last second. No one can win, I was assured, by the makers of this board. It's not fair, I want to win, how I long to be real thin. Now you can take the prize on show, while up the winding stairs I go. You won't catch me, I've made sure, all the credits you'll now endure. Yeah, that's right. Run away. Which prize shall we take, Kazooie? Me! How about that grotty ugly thing? I think we should take Tootie. Ugh, that's what I meant. Kazooie? Please, can we go home now, Banjo? I've had enough adventuring for one day. Sure, let's get out of this dump.